got kicked out of heaven because of the spirit of pride. He got kicked out of heaven because he wanted the glory that was meant for God. And when I look around our culture as a whole, I would say most people, Christian or not Christian, we would all agree that nobody likes evil. We hate evil. When it comes to killing, that's horrible. We're sad about that. But a lot of us want to be our own God. And it's not that any of us would ever say we want to be like Satan, we want to be evil, but it's that we're being like Satan in the fact that we're trying to be God. We can't stand the fact that we don't get all the glory. We can't stand the fact that we don't get to be in control. We can't stand the fact that God is God and we are not. You know what's different about us than the movies is that in every movie, in every superhero movie, there's a moment as well where a villain comes in and he's just destroying literally everything, turning over buildings. Bridges are just knocked over. And there's a moment where like a human is like hanging on the edge of their life. And they're terrified because they're about to get crushed. They're about to get destroyed. And you know what no human ever does in these kind of movies? When the superhero comes, no human ever goes, I got this. Leave me alone. I'm my own hero. Let me save myself. Never. They're like, help. I'm gonna die. Because they know they're not their own hero. They know they're not their own superhero. They can see the enemy they're up against and realize, I cannot handle this in my own strength. I need a savior. And we have to get to the point in our life where we recognize who the enemy is and say, uh-oh. But not be scared. Say, my God's coming, just wait. I'm not gonna try to be God, but I am gonna wait for my God. I don't have to be God, but I have the Spirit of God living in me that is going to defeat this battle for me. You see what happened with Wonder Woman that day is after this whole moment, she realizes this is him. She's like, okay, I got this. She gets back in ready position. I am Diana Prince. Pulls out the sword and she stabs Sir Patrick, the god of war. You know what happened? The sword just crumbled before her. The sword just evaporated. She's like, uh-oh. And I think so many times we feel that way because we are trying to use earthly weapons to fight spiritual battles. And when we use earthly weapons to fight spiritual battles, it literally crumbles. We have these swords, we're like up against, feeling jealous about our sister, and we're like, if I just lose more weight, it's not gonna defeat jealousy. We're up against the spirit of pride. If I just get more followers, crumble, that's not gonna defeat pride. Feeling anxious, if I just stay home and don't ever do anything, it's not gonna defeat anxiety.